Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is video 2 in my planner setup series, planner wallet setup series. So I'm going to just jump right into that. So in my wallet, as you've seen, I have these clear top loading envelopes that I use to hold my cash in. We budget each month and that's what I use to hold my cash. Okay, then I've created these Excel ledgers that I attach to each envelope. The categories I have are groceries, household, pets. I have a beauty section, clothing, commission, gifts, because I have a ton of people with birthdays and anniversaries and everything like that in my family, and then fun money, which I have 2 envelopes in that. I have a family fun and date night envelope, and then a Marcy fund for myself. Anyways, and then I have my card envelopes, which these hold 6 cards. I'm sure you could fit more in there if you wanted, but they're side loading. They're great, same size as the envelopes. And then last but not least, oh yeah, I took it out. Last but not least, your zipper envelopes. So anyways, so now I'm going to teach you how we budget and how we determine each amount of money that goes in each of the envelopes. So the first thing I do is I have my happy planner here, which you can get any calendar. Whoops, oh my gosh. Sorry about that. So any calendar you want, you can get, but it's set up like this. It's set up by the month, okay? And I'm just gonna show you this page because it has majority. So you're gonna get a calendar, whether it's 1 page or 2 pages. And the first thing I do is I mark which 2 days are paydays, or whatever your paydays are, you put it on there. I have mine in green on the 2 days that we get paid. Next, I figure out and I write in each bill that's due and when and the amount. Okay, so you can see that there. I have Amazon Music, I have Apple Music, SRP, my Melaleuca, I have Verizon, my husband and son's fitness membership comes out then, and then I have our Haggerty Insurance, Dish, City of Mesa, Netflix, USAA, and John Hancock. So all of these bills are now marked on my calendar. That's gonna fall out. They're all marked on my calendar so that I can pull this out and say, okay, so on this paycheck, all of these bills are getting paid, and on this paycheck, all of these bills are getting paid. And I put them, like if the due date fell on the weekend, I moved it to the Friday before, things like that. Now, the other thing my husband and I do is all of our bills are automatically pulled from our checking account every month. That way I never have to miss a payment. I never have to worry about whether I paid something or not. It's all done electronically through each biller, and it's done for me, which has been amazing. So the next thing I do is I have this insert here. Let me just clip it in really quick so I can show you. It's just a sheet of paper. So if you have a printed calendar, you just grab a sheet of paper and I fold it in half. And then I put here, first paycheck, the date, and on the second portion, I put second paycheck and the date. So here I would start out by saying, okay, we get paid this much. Then in red, I list all of the bills that are going to be paid with this paycheck. So I minus all of the bills, and then I have what's left. And then under that, that's when I will break down the different categories that I budget for and then determine how much I need in each one. Obviously, gas, food, and savings are the most important. So those are the first three I budget out. Then it's all of the others. So again, I'll go over my categories. So again, I have groceries because that's the most important. And I do that in cash because then I know each time I plan out my groceries, I know how much I can spend. I kind of add it up in my head as I shop so that I know. And I do it weekly. So let's say if you're doing $100 a week, it makes it really simple. So that's how I do my groceries. Then with gas, I actually leave that in my checking account because my husband and I both like using our cards for gas. So for cash, I have groceries, which are everything food, household, which are all of our cleaning supplies, toiletry items, any paper goods, anything like that comes out of household, or anything I'm buying for the house is household. Pets, I have 2 dogs and 2 tortoises, so I kind of know how much food they eat and how much to budget each month. So I know that I need $60 a month for food, and then about $20 a month I budget for my tortoises. In case they need to go to the vet or anything like that. It can be expensive, so I always have a little running fund for my tortoises as well. But then I have beauty, and that's because I use a lot of makeup, a lot of hair products, a lot of skin products, and I just don't want it to be out of control. So I literally I went back and I figured out how much I spent in makeup alone, and in 1 year period, which was last year, and I realized then, holy shit, I need a beauty budget. So now I do that, and you guys, it's been a lifesaver because now I budget it in, and so when I run out of dry shampoo or hairspray or whatever other crap I want to buy, Lashify, makeup, it all comes out of my beauty budget. Okay, and what I do is if I buy something online, and even though I pull cash for it and put it in my envelope, if I buy something online, I remove it from my envelope and then basically I stash it, and then I deduct that from when I go to the ATM the following paycheck so that I don't have so much cash on hand, if that makes any sense. But then the next budget is clothing. And again, this is for the whole family. I'm sorry, my beauty, it also includes haircuts for me and the kids and things like that. I do take my kids out. Well, during quarantine, I cut their hair, and they may ask me to do it in the future, but normally we go to a beauty salon and I pay for their cuts. So that also comes out of the beauty fund. But next I have clothing, and again, this is for the whole family. And I do the same thing. Unless I have like $500 in here and I go on a $500 shopping spree for the whole family, then I would take that money, deposit it into my debit card if I did it all online. But if I'm going in person, you guys, I use cash. So that's budgeted out. The next is commission, and that's because my kids have their regular everyday jobs that they have to do as being members of the family, and then they have their extra jobs that they've been hired to do. And if they choose to do those on a daily basis, on Sunday we budget for the past week, and then they get paid for what jobs they did. And then we have taught them since then they need to budget out their cash. So we then sit down and budget out 60% of what they earn goes into savings, 10% into giving, and then they keep the 30% in their wallet to buy whatever they want. So that's why we budget out commission, because we have 2 kids and we pay them pretty well for what they do. So just because it's important to us to teach them the value of working is how you get what you want. If you want this toy, you can work and do your jobs and ask for extra work to earn extra money, and you have to save to get that item. So that's how we do that, and so I budget for that. Next thing is gifts. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I have a birthday calendar in here, and we have a boatload of birthdays and, let me see, tons of birthdays within the family. And then along with that comes Christmas. So we also budget out for Christmas and camping vacations as well. So, but anyways, this gift fund is pretty much for if I need a wedding gift, baby showers, birthday money, I pull it out from here and I get their gift. And it's great too, because some months we have 4 or 5 birthdays, and you times that by 25 a person, it can be outrageous. So budgeting for that is a really good idea if you've never thought about it before. And then the last one is our fun money. And this is for our family fun, like if we want pizza or if we want to go to a movie, and it's also for date night for my husband and I. So we do that as well. And then the next one is for my fund. Now each paycheck, my husband and I each get between $20 and $40 each. And that is for us to do with whatever we want with it, whether it's we want coffee during the day or we want to go out to lunch. If my husband wants to go out to lunch with a coworker, anything like that, we get $20 to $40 depending on what our paycheck looks like and how many bills are coming out. But and that is how I budget out our cash. Now my cards here, I have 2 debit cards, and then my driver's license. And then I have my old USAA ID in here. I have debit cards for Nordstrom and Target and Costco. I have Sam's Club, and then I have 1 credit card in here that I only use for emergencies. And then I have all of our health insurance cards. And then the back 2 I use are literally movie tickets, gift cards we've received, gift cards my kids have received, because a lot of times they don't grab their wallet and, you know, Livy doesn't grab her purse. So they've asked me to hold those in my wallet because anytime I leave, I have it all with us. And they've gotten some gift cards for some fast food over Easter. So that's how I determined. So that is pretty much how we do our budget. So it's pretty simple. Again, you put it out on your calendar, your paydays, and what bills are due when, and you have a quick visual of what gets paid when. And it's worked. This process has worked so well for us. I used to do a whole spreadsheet and, you know, have it all by the month. And it was just, I loved doing it because I'd get that OCD fix or whatever. And I'm a super organized person. So that was a lot of fun. But oh my gosh, this has just been awesome. I just discovered this. I've been doing this since January, and I love this system. It's super easy, and it's a quick glance, and it's all right here at your fingertips. And anyways, it's been great. So I hope that helps you on how to determine how many cash envelopes you need, how to budget a little bit. And anyways, if you decide to do it, please let me know. I'm anxious to see how many of you will actually do the cash envelope system in a planner. So please let me know. Other than that, my next video in this series is going to be all of the fun stuff in my planner, on my planner clips, the dashboards, these little sticky notes, all of the paper dolls and page markers I have in here. And so stay tuned for that, and I will see you on my next video. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and hit that like button. It really helps me out. And you can also hit the bell and you'll be notified each time I upload. Okay, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye.